Why did you make it possible for humans to physically hurt each other? You didn't give us unlimited abilities. I can't just spread my wings and fly. You chose not to give us wings. Why choose to make it possible for priests to grape children? How could you watch that happen in your churches, by your servants, and do nothing?
So why did you make it possible for us to hurt each other? And then like random example, because you didn't give us the ability to fly. So we do have limitations. Why are we not limited from that? And yet we do have the ability to fly, albeit, through constructing extra things. But, the inherent ability to do a lot of things, a twisting of good things, is how people get hurt. And so I don't find those to be an equivalent parallel. Hurting people, and especially in abusive situations like she's talking about, that doesn't come about from something that just, like nothing that happens in that is explicitly only for that thing. It's a twisted version of something that was created good. It's a broken and toxic version of that, as are many of the worst things. And really, you could ultimately make an argument that every bad thing in the world is a twisted form of something that was intended for good or should have been good. And so, those type of relations and attractions and desires in us, when given into, when lust is given into, when the wrong people are made the object of these things, then it results in abuse and sinful behavior. That's something that God never approves of, and people getting away with it seemingly in this life. There's all sorts of things throughout Scripture that point out that that's not going to go on forever, that God, ultimately, there is a penalty for that. And I'm sorry it doesn't come at the time when you wanted it to. I truly am, because I don't want to see that happen either. But those people don't get away with it. And God can take even the worst things that happen to us and ultimately use it for good, that he can bring good out of that. Not that he made that happen for good. That's not at all what I'm ever saying. But I don't think that's how it works. But that people can go through absolute hellish experiences and still be redeemed and find redemption and healing in this world. God can bring good out from even the worst things, is a testament to his glory and goodness, and that he has not overlooked even the worst things that have happened to us. One last thing I want to say on the idea of priests graping children. It is an atrocity. It's disgusting and it's terrible. And I guarantee God is not just overlooking it or being like, whatevs, yo. He's not happy with it. And while it seems like a lot now, a long time where maybe people get away with things like that, in the scheme of eternity, they're not getting away with anything. And the Lord is not going to fail to come through on that. And I would think, if that's an issue for you, which it should be, if you have a heart, that should break it to know that things like that have happened, whether they're in the church or not. If a child has been treated that way, that is unacceptable. Know that there are consequences, eternal consequences for the way that we live and the choices we make. And so I would think here, maybe you're more okay with the idea of punishment, even eternal torment for those who are unrepentant and operate like that. It's not good.